The Sonoma Stompers have partnered with Crandall Roofing to bring you the Grand Slam seating section. All grandstand seats are now sponsored by Crandall Roofing, the best roofers in the North Bay. Let your next roof be your last roof. Call Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partners with the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans, if you need tree service, call Arbor MD. Proper tree care is essential for ensuring the safety, health, and beauty of your trees. Arbor MD's tree knowledge and expertise protects your property and enhances its value while also contributing to environmental sustainability and long term tree health. Call Arbor MD for all your tree care and landscape needs. Nona's estate-grown extra virgin olive oil is made from olives grown exclusively on the property of Vianza Winery. They were hand-harvested and pressed to create Nana's extra virgin olive oil. Go to shop.vianza.com to see why Nana's olive oil is the very best. United States Congressman Mike Thompson, representing California's 4th District, is a proud supporter of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers invite you to dine at Verano Cafe. Longtime Sonoma natives Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio listened to the community's yearning for wholesome food and responded by opening a cozy diner nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. From classic Eggs Benedict to flavorful chilaquiles, each dish is a symphony of taste. The Verano Cafe, part of the Jacobs Restaurant family, and proud sponsors of, you guessed it, the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers are tail wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay neuter and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 3030 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program. We have personal trainers and, check this out, we even have childcare to help you create the time to become the best you can be. Park Point Health Clubs are located in Santa Rosa, Healdsburg, and right here in Sonoma. Park Point Health Clubs and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The time has come. The wait is over. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show starts right now.
Welcome back to Sparky Anderson Field here on the campus of Cal Lutheran University in Thousand Oaks, California. I'm Karen Costa, joined by Roman Raffelli for what could be the 51st and final time in 2025. The Stompers have their backs up against the wall, trailing 1-0 in the best-of-3 California Collegiate League Championship Series against the Conejo Oaks. And Roman, gut-wrenching is one way to put what happened. The Stompers led 9-4 heading into the bottom of the ninth inning on this field. Haroon Pelja went out for his third inning of work, and, well, things went south after that. 8 consecutive Oaks reach, 6 of them score, and the final's 10-9 Conejo in walk-off fashion. That is one of the tougher ones we've seen since the opening day implosion.
Yeah, a tough one, a tough pill to swallow, but there's no time to think about what happened yesterday. The Stompers have to get right back at it, now playing with their backs against the wall. You got to throw everything at the Oaks here, trying to get to Game 3 tomorrow. But in that one, really came down to who could throw strikes. The Stompers just couldn't find the zone late in the game. 9 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and the intentional walk, as well as an error given. A lot of free passes late in that one, and it led to their demise.
No, you're right. That was the next thing on my list. Sonoma walked 11 hitters, and Conejo walked 10 hitters. So do with that what you will. It's going to be won and lost today in the game of throwing strikes and getting swings and misses. Let's start there. Those are egregious walk numbers on both sides.
Yeah, everyone wasn't great. It was a smaller zone from the home plate umpire there. That zone was just not inconsistent by any means, but it was a little bit tighter, and from hearing from some Stomper pitchers, they didn't mind the zone there, but definitely a smaller one, and strikes just hard to come by at times there. Needs to improve today, and as a whole, when both sides are giving it that way, it's easy to kind of fall complacent with if they're going to give up walks, we're going to give up walks, but in reality, need to throw strikes, keep it in the zone.
Stompers did a good job there. Let's talk about the flip side of that, which is striking out. Neither team did that. Sonoma pitchers just 4 strikeouts. Conejo pitchers just 3 strikeouts. Very impressive on that end. Sonoma did a great job of putting the ball in play. They have to do that again today.
Yeah, and it forced 5 errors by the Oaks. That was a key piece of the Stompers' early success. That 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning, they put on 6 through those 3 innings there, and it would just continue to, keep the Oaks without momentum. When you're kicking the ball around, you're throwing it over the first baseman's head, you aren't going to be as successful in your own head especially, but putting the ball in play all starts that, making the opponent beat you. Stompers did a good job yesterday, but then fell apart late.
The Oaks made 65 errors in the regular season. That was the 2nd highest tally in all of the California Collegiate League. And then yesterday they followed that up with a 5-error performance. As you mentioned, the Stompers were given so many gifts and they couldn't capitalize. They need to stick to that game plan, especially on the offensive side. Don't really change a thing from yesterday.
Yeah, and there's a couple of different lineup moves here, but most of the guys the same. You're going to face a tough pitcher in Howard that is going to throw it in the zone. He's going to force contact, or he's going to blow it by you. If you're Sonoma, you got to put the ball in play, and good things will happen.
Yeah, and Zach Pace is the manager. We're just up here trying to analyze whatever we can, but Paul Lazul finds himself back in the lineup. 0 for 4 yesterday. 5 strikeouts in the postseason without picking up a hit. Lazul is sort of the X factor in this lineup for me. He needs to find that form he had mid-season where he had 4 straight games with an extra base hit.
Yeah, the pair of strikeouts, both pretty ugly there. The first one was to end the first inning, and it was a backwards strikeout with 2 runners on, those on 2nd and 3rd base. That one hurts, and then the strikeout in the 6th as well, not ideal, but he did get on base twice via the air and a walk and scored both of those times, so he was semi-productive there, keeps himself in the lineup there, but see a couple strikeouts early, we might see a change.
The Stompers are the home team today, despite it being here at Sparky Anderson Field, because they're saying we're not going to go home, home, and home, back up to Sonoma. But the Stompers will get the pleasure of batting second here as David Solis makes his way out to home plate, soon to be joined by Zach Pace as we get near time for baseball. The Conejo Oaks look to close out the CCL Championship Series in the 2nd game. It would be the 4th consecutive year with a sweep. And let's dumb it down, Roman. What's the key to victory for Zach Pace and this coaching staff to go force a make-or-break Game 3 tomorrow at 1?
And that's a pretty typical baseball saying, do damage. You can't come out in this one and expect it to be low scoring or to get free passes from the opposing team. You got to go out there every at-bat, do damage, find a gap, put the ball in play hard, and then on defense, get quick outs, get back out there to do damage. Don't do damage to yourself, but be aggressive. You got to throw everything today.
But Stompers in games that have mattered this year seems like they really step up, and maybe this game can play sort of as last Wednesday's did, the loss to San Francisco, as a wake-up call. Sonoma had the driver's seat to go win the North, or that regular season championship for whatever that was worth. They lost on Wednesday, and they came out strong with 3 wins in a row. This is a scrappy ball club, and I think this is the situation where they excel. The egos aren't too big, really, on anybody. It seems like they've gotten the buy-in to the ball club. Sonoma really needs to play for the next guy today, especially in that first base dugout.
Yeah, that small ball team first style offense has gotten them to this point. They can't abandon it here and need to continue to do that and just put together quality at bat after quality at bat.
I don't know if Brandon Leon's your player to watch, but there's going to be a lot on the shoulders of the Modesto JC righty. And as we wrap up, Roman, let's go rapid fire here. Who's your player to watch on Sonoma? And then let's take a look at Conejo as well.
Yeah, for the Stompers here, it's got to be Xander Silken in the 4 spot. Had a fantastic day, 4-hit day yesterday. Needs to continue to do exactly that, hitting behind Meaden, Hendren, and Sebastiani. A big spot in the lineup, and he needs to be good.
Yeah, and let's look at the Conejo roster of visitors today with our final, or potentially final, look behind enemy lines.
Yeah, it's Gabe Howard. We saw a tough start from the starter yesterday, but Howard, a .75 ERA in a handful of innings. He's got 6 days rest, needs to be spectacular in a clinch game for the Oaks.
Well, the Stompers take the first base line in the home white uniforms. Conejo and Navy down the third base line. We're just about ready for baseball. We'll be back after the anthem for first pitch for Game 2 of the CCL Championship Series on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network. The Conejo Oaks are one win away from their second consecutive CCL Championship. The Stompers look to play spoiler and force a Game 3 tomorrow afternoon. And the man tasked with starting out that effort is Brandon Leone, the 5'10", 185-pound righty from Turlock, California. The 20-year-old pitched last season at Modesto Junior College. And here for Sonoma, this is just his third league start, 7th appearance. He has a 5.06 earned run average over 10 2/3 innings, 11 strikeouts, beg your pardon, 7 walks, and 13 hits. They go up against a similar lineup that we saw yesterday, a lot of similar names. The center fielder, Tommy Kendlinger, leads off, followed by the left fielder, Jacob Galloway, and then the third baseman, Tyler Hawley. The first baseman, Devin Wilkes, in the cleanup spot today, followed by the catcher, Nolan Jones, and the designated hitter, Landon West. Zach Mora is the shortstop in the 7th position. The right fielder, Jax Jimenez, 8th, and Ethan Gonzalez rounds out the 9. Leone on the mound with Sepulveda behind the plate today. Keys, Hegeman, and Meaden. That's left to right in the outfield. Handren, Olympia, and Silken, third to first. David Harrison is your home plate umpire. He'll have the balls and strikes today. Max Ponce moves over to third base. At second base is Chris Maher, and Alan Alvarez is at first. Leone is a righty. He faces Kendlinger, Galloway, and Hawley. The Stompers looking to force Game 3. That would be tomorrow. But you can't really worry about that now, can you, Roman?
No, today is all that matters for the Stompers. We've heard Zach Pace say you're managing today's game. That was against Walnut Creek, where we saw Brent Cummings in the crawdads save a couple arms. Look where it got him. The Stompers have been very good at living in the moment, playing for today's game, win this one, and then deal with tomorrow when it comes. Need to have that same approach here.
Brandon Leone daps up Max Handren as third baseman, rubs up the baseball behind the hill, and the center fielder, Tommy Kendlinger, will dig in from the right side. The Stompers looking to save their season on a Saturday afternoon in Southern California. Leone staring in to get the sign from Sepulveda. Now Kendlinger is ready. David Harrison says play. Game 2 is underway with a fastball up and outside at 4:01 and even 80 degrees here in Thousand Oaks. 25 minutes inland from the Malibu beaches, and that one is a called strike, top of the zone, 1-1. 88, Leone's come out a tick hot here in the first. Adrenaline must be pumping for the JUCO righty. Brandon's pitch, Kendlinger lines it into right field, and it will drop in front of Meaden. Kendlinger goes the opposite way for a leadoff single, and Conejo picks up right where they left off in the bottom of yesterday's 9th inning. That was an inning where they sent 8 to the plate, 6 of them scored.
And that was an interesting 9th inning for both these squads, specifically the Oaks, because throughout that ballgame they had gotten a couple runs here and there, but they came out in that 9th inning and it just looked like a different team at the plate and in the dugout. They got a burst of confidence and just were really tough to set down at all. I mean, the scoreboard shows you that.
Stompers pitching turned one double play. They like to turn another one here. Instead, it's hit a mile high to center. Cam Hegeman comes on and makes the catch. So just one pitch retires Jacob Galloway. He's now 0 for 4 on the series. And yesterday's hero, Tyler Hawley, comes to the plate.
And Hawley's walk-off gives him a bump in the order here. Hitting in the 3 spot, got a runner on. Needs anything but a ground ball. And, well, that was probably what the Stompers were imagining after yesterday's game when they came up in the 9th. They intentionally walked to get to him, and it backfires.
Hawley had such a strong start to the season down here in Conejo, made the showcase game. He tailed off a little bit at the end of the year. He entered yesterday's 9th inning 0 for 5, but delivered when it matters. Leone's going to check on Kendlinger unsuccessfully. Hawley had 2 strikeouts, was 0 for 5 with 2 errors in the field until he came up in that 9th inning. He lined a baseball down the left field line. 2 runners scored, and Conejo improbably took a 10-9 victory. He takes low. That's a slider. Modesto Junior College pitcher, Roman, you know what that means. The pitch mix is a fastball and a slider. Leone making just his second start, his first one, or his third start, beg your pardon. He made 2 in the regular season, including a tough one against Alameda. He misses high and tight to the righty from Laverne, California. Holly, a Stomper in 2025. Took his talents down south, or in 2024, beg your pardon. 2025 he spent here in Conejo. Leon comes set. He's behind Hawley 2-0, and instead he picks to first base again. Leon a little bit out of rhythm here in the first.
And 10 stolen bases the regular season by Kendlinger off first. Stompers need to keep the bases managed, but can't throw a ball away and give up free 90.
Conejo, though, not very aggressive on the bases yesterday. Hawley hits this one in the same spot as the walk-off, and it's going to dunk in down the line. Keys is going to see it kick off his glove in the corner. They're going to send Kendlinger towards the plate. There'll be no relay. Conejo's on top, 1-0. Hawley hit the same little line drive. He pulled it down the left field line, and Trent Keys kicked it, and it rolled all the way into the corner. Wonder how that one is scored.
And
most likely an RBI double for Tyler.
And he got a fastball from Leon that was pretty much the middle of the plate, slightly towards the hands, but for a powerful righty, that's exactly where he's going to want the ball. Does a lot of damage with it and gets Conejo on the board early. A big number for them.
Leon now works with the runner in scoring position. His slide step delivery is hit very weakly down the left field line. That's in for a base hit. Hawley will score easily. Keys over to pick it up. Devin Wilkes, RBI single. The Oaks are all over Brandon Leon. It's 2-0. Devin Wilkes just threw his bat head at the baseball, and it dunked over Handren's head.
And that's kind of what we saw from Tommy Kendlinger, as well as just several times throughout yesterday's ballgame. A lot of singles. Ethan Gonzalez had a couple there. Even Nolan Johnson had one that they just find the barrel, slap it out there, and find a gap.
Devin Wilkes went 2 for 3 with 4 RBI. That was off the bench yesterday. That kid is just killing the Stompers. First pitch fastball, or slider looked like, called a strike. 2-0. Crooked number in the first for the Oaks. They're not done yet. Wilkes at first with just 1 out. Leon takes a peek back and delivers home. That one's hit to Handren. High hop. Max to second for 1. The relay to first is in time. The Stompers go around the horn, 5-4-3. But the Oaks get 2 runs on 3 hits, and they leave the bases empty. We head to the bottom of the first. Sonoma working from behind. It's 2-0 Conejo.
The Sonoma Stompers are tail wagging happy to have partnered with Pets Lifeline. Pets Lifeline offers several programs for pet owners in Sonoma, from dog training classes to spay, neuter, and microchipping. Pets Lifeline also has a trap, neuter, and return feral cat program, as well as resources to help with rehoming a pet. Pets Lifeline is here to support pet owners in keeping their pets healthy and happy. Pets Lifeline is also hosting Bark in the Park on July 28th, so you can bring your pet to a Stompers game. Pets Lifeline and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with